Hello everyone, my name is Fedro and this is Cozy Veggie, and on this channel we cover a variety of things such as Let's Plays, JRPGs, and all things cozy gaming. Today is another video games pickup from the past month of July. Now if you guys don't know, July was my birthday month, so I definitely have a lot of gifts and just a lot of things that I wanted to spoil myself with because it is my birthday month. This is probably going to be my last big Pickles video for a while. I'll be going back to school in next month. You guys don't know, I actually have a bachelor's in communications. I graduated in 2020. Due to some circumstances, I decided to go back to school to study a whole nother field next month. So I don't know, I'm kind of just gonna dial it back in terms of spending for obvious reasons, of course, the school. And I also want to focus on just also giving my wallet a break because she went in this month for sure, and I definitely want to hold myself accountable, and I'm telling myself in this video now, we are going to go on a video game buying ban until November. The reason why I say November is because November is when holiday deals start to come around, Black Friday deals or everything. And as of right now, that I'm aware of, that I think as of right now, the next coming months are kind of slow for me in terms of games that I want to play. So either way, back to the video game pickups. The past month, I picked up a lot of different types of games. I got some console and some accessories. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first, we're going to start off with my accessories and console because I only have two of those things. So the first thing I want to show is the new pastel Joy-Cons that I got from Nintendo. These are the green and purple pair. I remember seeing these back in the beginning of June of last year, and I knew I wanted to get them because they're just so cute. And it's very rare that you get new edition Joy-Cons or new version of Joy-Cons that aren't part of a special edition. And I just thought they were really pretty. I had to get the soft pastel, and I feel like this would match my Animal Crossing green as well. It's one of my favorite colors. Unless I really love the shade of purple too. I need to get a case for these for sure. But yeah, these are super pretty, super cute. And now I have, I think, a total of 4 pairs of Joy-Cons. You can never have too many because, Joy-Con drift is a thing, or it's Joy-Cons or joystick drift is a thing, especially with Nintendo Joy-Cons. So always happy to have another pair in my collection. And that's pretty much it when it comes to accessories. Now we're gonna go on to the console that I got this month. And the console that I got this month is, drumroll, it is the Steam Deck. Now, if you were to ask me if I was going to own a Steam Deck a year ago, I would have laughed in your face because I was one of those people that was a Steam Deck hater. I thought the thing was too clunky, too big. It's just it looked kind of ugly. If I was I just didn't see the appeal. I have a Switch. I have 3 of them. There's no need for me to have this. But as of recently and lately, I've been getting more into PC gaming. I don't have the strongest PC out there. I have a mini PC. It doesn't really run games that well. I mean, it runs pretty low demanding, smaller games, but nothing AAA can run on that thing, that's for sure. And so as I've been getting more into PC gaming, I thought getting a Steam Deck would be a cool idea. And what really pushed me over the edge is when Steam had their Steam Summer Sale and the Steam Deck was 10% off. So I got the base 64 gig model. I have about right now 412 gigabyte SD card in here. And I have a few games on here. I'm honestly really enjoying it so far. It is really big. It's really huge, especially in comparison to the Switch itself. You can see that there, if you can see it. The size comparison. They're pretty, it's pretty hefty. She's really heavy. I know that there is a dock for it to put it on to a monitor TV. Don't know if I'll do that for anytime soon, but I'm pretty content with it. As of right now, I do have a green skin underneath it and then a white case overall on top, just to make it more for me and more customizable for me. And yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really cool to see how there's a lot of more handheld PCs that are coming out in the market. Not only with the Steam Deck, you have the Rogue Ally, you have other developers making their own PC and handhelds. You have streaming devices like the LG Cloud. So I'm really excited to see where the handheld market is going in the future, and hopefully this will push Nintendo to put out more powerful consoles as well. Yeah. And I guess for the accessories, I do have more accessories. I have the case, the skin, and then a little screen protector on my Steam Deck. I'm really excited to have this in my collection because, you know, I'm a handheld girly, and being able to have my PCs on handheld mode is a lot of fun. I know that not all games are Steam Deck verified, but like for most part, I haven't had any issues with games that aren't like completely recognized to play on the Steam Deck. There are just a few like little like roundabouts of ways to go about it, but overall I've been having a really good experience. And now we are going to go on to the games, which is the fun part. Now, of course, most games that I bought were PlayStation, PS4, PS5 games, as well as some Switch games. I don't know, I feel like as of recently, besides my PC or like my Steam Deck, I've been playing majority Switch and PlayStation games. I really want to start after this this pickups video. I definitely want to focus on my other consoles and give them more love to play more games on those ones. But as of right now, this is just my Switch and my Switch and PS5 games. And as my stack here, I have quite a few. So let's start off with the Switch games. So the first one that I have is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Now, the reason why I got this, it's gonna focus. Can you focus? Now, after getting the, or playing Breath of the Wild, I wanted to dive into more of the Zelda games because I never really played Zelda growing up, and so I definitely want to go back playing more Zelda games. And with the Switch, there are a lot of Zelda games, Zelda ports, new games that are on the Switch that are readily available that I can play. So I'm really excited to go back to the back catalog and see and have experiences with the older entries as well. So I'm really excited to have this in my collection. Next, I have Bravely Default 2. Now, this is a game that I've been on the fence for a while. I bought this used off of Amazon, but I've been on the fence of this for a while. I don't know, people kind of had mixed things about it. But then again, I've always been really intrigued by the premise and the art style, and I do have Bravely Default and Bravely Defaults, or Bravely Second End Layer on the 3DS that I've yet to play, but I'm really excited to have this in my collection because you know what? Despite the mixed reviews, I will be the judge on whether or not this game is good or not, and so I'm really excited to finally have this in my collection. Also, another game that I was also on the fence on was Tactics Ogre Reborn. The only reason why I was skeptical about getting this one is because a lot of people said it's kind of hard, and I do love a good tactical RPG, and I've heard that the story is really, really good. It's definitely one of the more darker stories that Square Enix in the Final Fantasy world has told, so if y'all don't know me, I love a story that makes me cry, it makes me feel things, and I'm really excited to get into this. And I do hope that if I do enjoy this, I do hope that maybe in the future Square Enix will port Final Fantasy Tactics. I definitely want to play that at some point, but yeah, I'm really excited to have this because I'm in an itchy mood to play more tactical games. Another Square Enix game. I have a lot of Square Enix games in this my pile now that I think about it. But the next one that I had is Live Alive, or Live Alive. I don't know how you say it, but this is another game that has been on my radar for a while. Perusing and like browsing through the gaming section, and I noticed that they had copies of Live Alive or Live Alive. Please tell me how the correct way to say it, but they had copies of this in stock. I was like, you know what? It's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. It's been on my radar for a while. It's like, why not? I'll just take it. So I picked this up, and I've heard really great things about this game. People said this is probably one of their fave RPGs that they played last year. So I'm really excited to go through the different 8 routes or 8 players and get into this RPG classic. So the next game that I have is Master Detective Archive Raincoat. Now this is a game that I've been looking at for a while, as per usual, like from a lot of these games. And the reason why I'm excited about this one is because it's from the same people who made Danganronpa, which is also a series that I really want to get into. This is more of an RPG-like style, which is more to my genre of liking. So I'm really excited to get into this mysterious world and to solve some more mysteries with this one. Now the next game that I have is Octopath Traveler 2, which is probably heralded to be a lot of people's favorite JRPGs of this year. This is the sequel to obviously Octopath Traveler. A lot of people say that they've really taken the time and honed in and expanded more and just sharpened up the combat, story, and all of the visuals compared to the first one, and said that this one's a better experience. I'm really excited to play because I did play the demo when it first came out back in the earlier this year and really enjoyed what I was playing. I know that you don't necessarily have to play the first one in order to enjoy this one. It's pretty much standalone, but I do want to play the first one first because I'm just weird like that. I want to get to play that one first before I get into this one. I do hope I get to this eventually this year, but yes, I'm excited to have Octopath Traveler 2 in my collection. And my last Switch game is, and of course, I had to incorporate a cozy game in here, and that is Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. I freaking love farming sims. I love simulation games. This is a game that I really want to get into because I actually never played a Story of Seasons game. I played Rune Factory games. I played a bit of Rune Factory 4 and Rune Factory 5, but I've never dabbled into the Story of Seasons games. And I've heard really great things about this one since it's a remaster of the original that came out in 2003. And I've heard really great things about this remaster. So I'm really excited to get into this cozy farming sim later on. And that is pretty much all of my Switch games. And now we're going to go on to the PlayStation games. I think I'm going to start off with the PS4 because I have more. Or I'll start off with my PS5. I only have 2 of those. The first one I have is Valkyrie Elysium. Can I focus? Can you focus? Oh, I don't know. Either way, this is Valkyrie Elysium. This is the game that I've been on the fence of because, again, reviews have been kind of mixed about it, but I got it on a good sale on Amazon. And regardless of the mixed reviews, I still wanted to play it because I was really intrigued by the combat and the art and the world of it all. I don't really have much experience, I don't really have experience with the Valkyrie profile series or franchise. So maybe that would be a better or good thing for me since I don't have experience with those ones. I don't really have anything to compare it to. So if I enjoy this, that would be a good thing. So then I can, and knowing that this is not the better ones. It's not something whatever I'm looking for. But it's not the best game of the franchise. If I can still enjoy this, I think I would still enjoy the other games at some point. But I'm really happy to have this in my collection. And I definitely want to bulk up my PS5 collection because I do have a lot of PS4 games, but not enough PS5 games. So I'm excited to have this in my collection. And of course, the next one that I have is The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. I got this because it's Trails. I mean, if you guys don't know, I am currently playing through all of the Legend of Hero games. I'm still in the Trails in the Sky arc, so I have a ways to get into this one. Probably won't be getting into this anytime soon, but I wanted to get this ASAP because for some reason NIS America don't like to put out a lot of copies for these games. So I feel like I had to snatch it now before it became harder later on when I do want to play it. And I got the PS5 version just because I really wanted to get the full effect and really play in a really high fidelity and really good graphics. Because don't know how this plays out on the Switch. Probably would play fine, but I wanted to play the PS5 edition. And again, I also want to bulk up my PS5 collection as well. And now we're gonna go on to our PS4 games. First one that we have is The Last Guardian. Now this is a game that I remember hearing about a while ago. This is from the people who made Eco and Shadows of the Colossus, which are games that I definitely want to get as well. It's definitely a very cool, quiet adventure game, but it has a really beautiful story. And it's from the people from Japan Studios. I'm really excited to get into this world because I've heard this is a pretty critically acclaimed game. And yeah, it's really, really cool. It looks really cool and really promising. And I'm really, really excited to have this in my collection. And if this turns out really well, I will definitely get Eco as well as Shadow of the Colossus as well. I don't know if Eco is actually on the PS4, but I know Shadow of the Colossus is on the PS4 for sure. But yeah, excited to have this in my collection. The next game that I have is Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered. Now, I didn't know that I wanted to get this on the Switch originally, but I don't think they have a physical version of this for the Switch. I think they just have it digitally, so I ended up opting for the PS4 edition. And like I said earlier, I'm in the itch and I'm in the mood for some tactical RPGs to add to my collection. The only tactical RPGs that I have played are Fire Emblem and Triangle Strategy, so I want to branch out and try other franchises and games and how they have their own take and spin on the tactical RPG. I'm really excited to play this because I've heard really great things about the combat as well as the story in this. Fun fact, I think I remember watching the anime of this back in the day. Don't really remember much of it because it was such a long time ago, but regardless, I'm really excited to play this game and to see how the story and the combat plays out. So yeah, I have this as well. So the next game that I have is Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. As the time of this filming this video, I actually finished this game yesterday because right now I want to play every single Final Fantasy mainline game that I can play backwards. So my first game that I ever played was 16 last month, or the beginning. I finished at the beginning of this month, and then I went on to Final Fantasy 15, which is also a very notorious entry in the franchise, and for good reason. I didn't really love this game, and I kind of knew going into it wasn't like the best game in the franchise, and not a lot of people love it. I got the Royal Edition, so it has most of the DLC. It only has like one DLC that I had to pay on my own, but either way, it was a very interesting game. I can understand why people don't love it. I can see why people also love it. It's definitely a mixed bag for sure. Out of the two that I played so far, 16 definitely trumps this game by a landslide, but yeah, I'm actually really happy to have this in my collection now, and I can't wait to play the other Final Fantasy games. And with that is pretty much everything from my July video games pickups. I'm pretty content with all the things that I got this month. I have a variety of things. I got a new console. Definitely have a lot more games to add to my never-ending backlog of video games that I have to get through. But yeah, like I said earlier, this is probably going to be my last big pickups video, and hopefully my last pickups video for a while. I want to hold myself accountable of that because this last couple months I've been going ham on getting games, and I need to like relax. Your girl needs to calm down. So hopefully this video, and you guys can also hold me accountable for not buying any more games for a while. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also comment down below what was your favorite game, or what are your opinions on the games that I got on this pickups video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to follow me on my other social media platforms such as Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, all at the handle @CozyVeggie. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye!